This video is going to show several different student projects. What you'll see here is going to be different from the project the way you're designing it this semester. So I don't have an exact copy of what yours will look like. I'll end up having to describe it here in this video. You're creating your studio learning showcase, and your showcase is going to have visual representations of the 3 papers that you have written in English 110, your composition class with me. You will have the 3 papers in your showcase, a biography, and an overview of your goals plan. So this showcase bridges the 2 classes in what you're demonstrating with your visuals. And it also will give you a chance to create a visual portfolio of your work as you move forward in your career as a student. This will give you something where you can show potential employers your writing as well. So moving into the first example, what you're seeing here is a student's representation of their visual rhetoric paper. I couldn't screenshot this like I had wanted to. I ended up having to make a video because when you scroll, it's a different representation than what the screenshot can allow me to capture effectively. This is using the same program you're using, the Adobe Creative Cloud Express. This is the title page. Now for your work, what you're going to end up seeing is going to be slightly different, since your showcase will have the title page for the showcase, and then the visual rhetoric part will be after your This I Believe paper. We've been building a shell that shows the progression of the assignment. So you're going to just pretend as you're looking at this that you are in the middle of what your showcase will be. The student chose an image from the Adobe images for her title page. If you want to use images to supplement and complement what you have, please do that. Let your creativity guide you. As long as you have the minimum requirements for the assignment, you can add anything additional that you want to add. When I start scrolling, you will see the next item is the actual image that the student analyzed. At any point in this video, you can pause and then take note of what she has if you want to take notes on what you're seeing here. The second slides, I'm going to call it slides. It's like the sub pages that she made in her website. This page shows the image again with the words contrast, repetition, alignment, and proximity in them, because those are in her thesis statement that you see captured over here to the side. Your instructions are the same as what this student had. So you'll have something similar where you'll have words from your paper copied and pasted into your showcase, and then the image that corresponds with it. She did some photo editing on her phone. Simple editing like this is perfectly fine. Again, on the corresponding page next to the image, there are words that she copied and pasted from her paper. She used this little, I don't know, I'll call it a starburst feature to highlight the part of the paper here that she's writing about. So the types of editing marks you make here will correspond to whatever the language is over here. So arrows are good for this, circling things. However you want to do it, let creativity guide you. That's the first student example that you see. Here is a second example. This student has for their title page, you see there is a typo here, so that's something that would be fixed before the final portfolio once you get feedback, but I'm pulling from the original submission. The image you see here is the image that this student analyzed. I'm going to start scrolling now. You can see what she did here is very similar to the other student in that she added some words here that fit what's on the right-hand side that she copied and pasted over from her paper. Again, pause at any time. She enlarged the image for this part and then circled on it. It's blurry. There's only so much we can control. I absolutely don't consider this to be a flaw in the assignment because we're not getting into heavy duty professional photo editing here. So this is perfectly fine. And then you can see underneath it that there's some words there that go with it that are from her paper. So she arranged things creatively here. This is her next slide where she writes about the font. So we go back to the original image up here. What she did is she clipped it just to show the words. So it is edited. It's just not immediately obvious when you look at this that she just opened it up and cropped to have what you see here. Okay, that's the second visual rhetoric. Now what I'm going to do next is move into an example of the showcase. Here you see an example of a studio learning showcase. I want to return to something that I said already about how the project was different in the past. The showcase was only on their goals plan. So your showcase isn't going to be the same. You're going to have all three of your papers in it and your goals plan. You will have a slide. You might even find this image in the the Adobe free pictures, but you could also find any image from the internet and use it as well. You would just upload it. So this showcase begins with a biography about this student, and your biography, it'll have to get moved. Right now it's attached to your This I Believe paper. It's going to need to go, I think, the easiest place at the end of your whole showcase. When I scroll, you'll see that the next item is a preface. Your showcase will have something like this. This is an introduction to the showcase. Your instructions will be slightly different because your showcase won't have only the goals plan in it, but representations of the three papers. So I am in the process of revising the assignment sheet that reflects what these students did in order to update it for all of you. I make this video anyway so that you can see what you have or what you're headed towards. Goal number 1, she picked an image that went with it and copied and pasted from her goals plan. At the time I'm making this video, I have not graded your goals plans yet. So when you're watching this, know that you'll get that from me soon enough to put those slides in. But at the exact time you're watching this video, you're currently working on the visual rhetoric piece. This is the second sub-page, or I call it a slide sometimes, that was in her showcase with goal number 2, and then an image she selected. You can see the update here at the bottom. If you look on the left, you can pause and read what she wrote. Goal number 3 is here. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Goal number 4, again, copied and pasted from her goals plan assignment. Goal number 5, and then at the end there is an epilogue, which functions as a conclusion to the entire project. And then there's links at the end that are for photo credits. So the instruction will be that if you go outside of the free photos that are inside of Spark, that you'll just link to photos that you use in your work. I'm going to show one more showcase in this video. This is another Studio Learning showcase. Again, this one will just show the goals plan. Yours will be a little different because it will have the visual representation of all three of your papers in it. His biography is near the beginning. Again, I think yours is going to be at the end. It's kind of funny. He's got the same library picture that was the title page of the other student's work. But he introduces his work with the preface, and then you see his representation of the different goals. Once again, please feel welcome to pause at any time if you want to actually read what he wrote. I think the concept is more important than that. It's just copying and pasting over from the goals plan, matching it up with images that you either find on your own or use from the stock photos that are free from Adobe Creative Cloud Express. Goal number 4, goal number 5, an epilogue, and then his links at the end. Thanks for watching.